What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with a long overdue update video for our store called MariK's Madness. If you guys haven't seen, I know a lot of you have already purchased things from our store over the past year and a half over on TCG Player. But we've got a lot more stuff now, and we've got a lot of stuff that we've pulled from our own collection. That we've, just kind of been acquiring here and there. Just a lot of stuff we realized that we have that is also stuff we can't really post on TCG Player, whether it be because it's TCG accessories. I don't know if that's the right word to call it, like sleeves, mats, stuff like that you can't list on there. We've got some sealed product. We've got some stuff that's just too expensive to list. I mean, granted, yeah, we could list it. However, since they do take a percentage, sometimes looking at the percentage, even on not so expensive stuff, is kind of disheartening, and it was extremely disheartening on some of our more expensive stuff we've sold that were like, upwards of almost $200 a single card, and then how much they take out of it, and you're just kind of like, that hurts. So when it's enough that it can pay my phone bill, that's I'm not particularly fond of it. So we're going to be selling this kind of stuff through, more or less through the Facebook page. You can also message me, I suppose, through the YouTube channel. But the Facebook page would probably be best. I'm in the process of getting my page reactivated. That's a long story for a different update video, I suppose. But this video is kind of just to update you guys on some of this kind of stuff we have, some of the stuff we're going to be doing, that we're going to be adding to the store, and different just options that we have to give you guys. So we're going to go straight through this. We've got our play mats. We've got some Pokemon ones, Shining Legends, Mega Swampert, Blaziken. We've got some Dragon Ball Super ones. This one was from a Super Release tournament for Crossworlds. I know you guys are wondering, why is this in a slideshow format? Something I forgot to mention. My webcam, more or less, we're not on speaking terms right now. So I had to do what I had to do. And lighting in my house in particular is not exactly the best when, I can't have natural sunlight coming through the windows. And these were not taken during business hours. So we've also got the National Championship 2018 playmat that I got from a regional in Atlanta. It was fun overall. Met some people. The mat, on the other hand, we didn't open it until after we'd already got home, because we weren't really going to be using this mat. We had our own mat anyways. The rubber on the back of the mat, like literally, I think it's directly down the middle, is kind of split. Like, you can't tell from the front. As you can see here, there's no damage, but that rubber backing is kind of split apart, almost like it's just cracked. And then there's a weird spot on the right side. You can't really see it, but it's up on the right side where, like, the edge of Trunks' sword. So almost like the plastic that was in it, almost like the plastic that the mat came in had like melted to the mat. It's really weird. I didn't really care as much because it wasn't the mat I was going to use. It's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So we got that. We've got a sealed Miraculous Revival mat. We got winter mats from Crossworlds as well. I got one sealed, one non-sealed. I've got more than these two, and I don't know where the others are. I'll find them at some point if people are still wanting them. We've got Yu-Gi-Oh mats. I got this 2010 Akiza mat. We got Cyber Dragon Revolution Structure Deck mat. This is a special mat just because obviously structure decks don't come with cloth mats. They come with the little paper garbage shits, but I managed to get a hold of this one way back in my Yu-Gi-Oh days, and this was just an awesome mat. I never used it because I had the Zane Truesdale Yu-Gi-Oh Day mat, which you won't see on here, at least not right now. I'm going to keep that one for a while. Got an Ancient Prophecy mat that I got from a sneak preview all the way back in 2009, I believe is when this, was it 2009? Might have been 2008. Whichever year Ancient Prophecy came out, a long time ago. And I remember winning this mat. It was freaking great, and then losing in finals to fucking White Knight Dragon that I couldn't do nothing about. This mat has seen better days. It is played. It has got a lot of fraying on the edges and stuff, a little bit of discoloration just because it's been out, it's been in the light so much, but still a good mat. Like, it's not fucked up or anything. It's just not, It's not what it used to be. We got this Clash of Rebellions mat. This one I won from I wasn't even playing that day. I just happened to be at the sneak peek. And, actually, was I playing that day? Maybe? Was Clash of Rebellions? What set was that? Was that the set that Cyber Dragon Infinity came out of? Because if it is, that's why I was there. If not, I was just there to hang out and have fun. But it was a raffle, like a random giveaway, and I just happened to be the one to get it. So, that was cool. To, have a mat be thrown across the room at your face. We've got some sealed sleeves as well. The Eevee, the Dynamax Eevees. I've got Rayquaza. I got this Evolutions one from the not Roaring Skies, whatever that set is. That had all the evolutions. Wow, I cannot think today. We've got some not sealed Pokemon sleeves, but these are complete sets. Some of them anywhere between 40 to like 70 sleeves in each set. Mega Charizard, Mega Blastoise. We've got the Pikachu 20th anniversary. We've got 2 different sets of the Necrozmas. These sets here are just random. We don't have full sets. I know I have a full set for the Pikachu ones, the 20th anniversary black ones. I have to figure out where they're at, though. The Mewtwo's is just a few. The Alakazam is 1. I just had it there because it looks cool. And then we've got 20 to 30 of the Volcanion and Solgaleos. Again, I don't know where they're at. The Cyber Dragon Novas, those are really cool sleeves that I used during the final days of my Yu-Gi-Oh career, and I had a full set. I'm not positive where some of them are. I might have actually just lost them, or even just said, hey, I'm not going to bother keeping the sleeve when I sold stuff, so. Then we've got our Dragon Ball winter sleeves. I've got 3 sets of the Vegito winter sleeves. We were very prominent in the earlier days of the game. These are all open, unfortunately, but that's because I won them and I was like, oh, I love these sleeves. I'm going to use them to show them off. I've got the Zamasus. We got 2 of the Warrior of Universe 6 sleeves there, and then we got the other one on the right. That was from the anniversary set. And then we've got sealed ones as well. We've got 2 from the anniversary set, a sealed Zamasu, 3 sealed Gokus, sealed Demigra. We've got basically these Elite Trainer boxes, the 2 I'm about to show you. It's the 2 different EV ones. They don't have the cards in them, but they have everything else. They've got the tokens, the dice, they've got the deck dividers, the sleeves sealed, the energy sealed. The boxes. I know some people buy that stuff. I was like, whatever. I'm not going to do anything with it. Why should I, just let it sit there if somebody wants it? How much I'll sell it for, I don't know. I don't really know what to sell that stuff for. Again, we've got the other EV sets. I've got random Pokemon tins. These are just 2 that I just happen to have sleeves in. You can see the left one still has sleeves in it. I've got random of that shit too. We've got deck boxes for Dragon Ball Super. I've got 2 different ones for the Vegito, and 2 different ones for the Mira. The one Vegito one is kind of scuffed up. It's seen some play, but the deck box itself is fine. I've got 3 of the winner deck boxes. The Gogeta, the Frieza, and then I've got the Janemba one, although I could not find it to do for this video. We've got 3 of those Ultimate Collection, what are they called? Binders, with the pages still sealed for whoever uses those kind of pages, and I've got the boxes as well. We got sealed product. We've still got some sealed decks, including a couple of the Goku's Lineage decks and the Broly BR decks as well. They had the Foil Paragus, and I think that was the chase card in that deck. Then we still have 4 sealed boxes that are all from the same case. This was from my God Squad days when we all played, and one of my teammates took a more active role in his job, got a promotion, more hours, so he kind of had to take a indefinite hiatus, and he never opened his boxes. I will not guarantee there's a secret rare in these boxes, but what I will say is, because I wanted the chance to pull the Majin Buu secret rare, and I didn't, and my other teammate didn't, so we didn't pull one. So unless we got a gimped out case, You never know. Um, so we've still got 4 of those. They're all still sealed in the shrink wrap. We've got jumbo cards. We've got some of the stuff from the GX era, the EX era. We've got the big box collection ones. We've got some of the other ones like the breaks and even an old like full legend one, which I got from a friend like 10 plus years ago. We've got just all kinds of shit like that. We've got the what are they called? Box toppers. I believe there was only 4 for Dragon Ball, but I could be wrong. We have all 4. They're still sealed. Then we've got like as far as singles and stuff, I wanted to do something just kind of something fun. So for the singles, at least the more expensive ones too, if you happen to buy them in bundles, either we'll give you a discount on the price or the shipping, just depending on the value and the shit. Because track shipping is like $4.50. But then if you're wanting like insurance on it or whatever, then that gets a little more expensive. Like I've got the full art Gengar and the Mega Gengar secret rare. Hard to tell because the secret rare and the non-secret rare look almost identical. There's just a little more gold on the secret rare, and of course the number is different too. That'd be a good bundle there. I've got the Articunos for a bundle. The Lugia's just kind of by his lonesome, but if you've seen the price for the Rainbow Rares, I never got one for a reason. I've got the Lati twins. I've got Deoxys. I've got Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. That came out of my personal collection that I'm still hesitant to get rid of, but if I can get rid of it for the right price, I will, just because that was literally probably my favorite deck I've ever played of all time. So, and together this is just one giant Hoenn Legend bundle. I've got Johto. Kanto Gym Leaders from Evolutions. I've got Blastoise and Charizard EXs from 20th Anniversary. We got the Mega Full Arts from Evolutions to go with them. Whether or not you want a red version bundle, blue version bundle, whatever, get them together. I have the Venusaurs, but I'm kind of keeping them. Kind of want to keep the others too, but then we've got other stuff that came out of our collection. I've got some Prime cards, which were, if you played back during the era of the Legends and Primes, they were really cool cards to play with. I've got the Evolutions and Scizor. I've got full arts of their EXs, the EXs that go with them. Same thing with Scizor. I have the Prime for Gengar and Raichu as well, but because that was, at the time, they were my top 5 favorite Pokemon, but Gengar and Raichu are still my 2 bays, so they have to stay with me. Then we've got a ton of vintage stuff again I've pulled out of my collection or that I've just managed to acquire over the years. I've got a couple more Gyarados. I already got rid of a few. These 2 are not in mint condition though. It's kind of a I don't know, I'd almost say moderate, possibly heavily played. I'd have to take a look at them again, but they're there if somebody's just like, oh, I just want it for the fuck of it. But most of the stuff is near mint. We got Shadowless stuff, including this Machamp that is hard as hell to come by for the Shadowless first edition one, because they work very quick to correct that first edition. So it's actually pretty hard to find the Shadowless one, plus the fact that we have it still sealed in its original packaging, which is absolutely insane, and it's in pristine condition. Could possibly be a 10 out of 10 if you wanted to risk opening it. We got fossil stuff, the birds, Dragonite, the Ditto. That Ditto I pulled personally fresh out of a pack. There's a video on that from a couple years ago. It's sat in a sleeve, in a binder for years and not been touched. We've got Legendary Collection stuff. We've got Gym Leader stuff. The Articuno and the Magneton are the reverse foils. And the Raichu, I believe, is from Legendary Collection deck. The Gym Leader stuff, first editions. I've got a shit ton of Neo Genesis stuff, including the first edition Lugia. I should have got a better close-up of that, but those who know I've already had it. I've got a bunch of first edition commons. These are just some of them. We've got some holos. We've got others from other Johto eras. Umbreon. I've got Raikou and Suicune and Entei. I don't have the Raikou. Celebi. First edition Magneton. We've got 3 different Shining cards. The Kabutops is first edition. On that note, too, a buddy of mine has a binder, bunch of stuff in it, and one of the cards in it is a Shining Charizard, and I gotta tell you, man, it looks pretty damn good. These are some of the hardest cards to get. I had a Shining Noctowl when I was younger, and I wish I remembered what happened to it, but honestly, I just don't. We've got some other cards from the Neo sets as well, some first editions. We got a couple Light Azumarils. I don't remember why the light cards were so sought after compared to their previous counterparts, the dark cards, but we got some of those as well. We got some other random stuff, just all kinds of... I went on this binge where I was collecting reverse hollows, because older reverse hollows had the hollow, like the picture was still foil, and then it had like a stamp and some other stuff. The name was gold too. So we've got that stuff. And also, if you go ahead and scoop up all of the Magnetons that we have in the store, there will be a special bonus for that, just because, one, it was my collection, because Magneton is kind of like one of those favorites that I have that I can't explain why. I just love it, and it was my first shiny I ever caught, outside of Red Gyarados, of course. So, you know, if the whole collection goes to one person, I'm going to make sure that they get something else extra for it, just for taking care of all those cards for me. Got some other random promo stuff. The Groudon and the Kyogre are actually pretty hard to come by promos, and those two are in pristine condition. We've got foil energies. The ones on the right, this picture is awful. The ones on the right are the play promos, so they have Lugia, Ho-Oh, other Johto Pokemon. I've got PSA stuff. That Meiji card is actually a 9. My PSA Articuno is a 10. That I've had that for years, just because I was like, at the time, the 2000 movie was my favorite. Articuno is my favorite of the birds, so I was just like, why not? It's perfect. We've got some more SPRs, the secret rares, for Dragon Ball Super as well, including the signed signature cards. I've got Vegito's been sitting in my collection since these cards came out, sleeved up, top-loaded, and just put away for a rainy day. I've got the complete set of the SPR signed cards from Tournament of Power, which are hard as hell to come by, especially for a complete set. They're all near mint. Again, ignore the scratching and scuffness on that Beerus top loader. I promise it's just the top loader. Got a bunch of shit from Yu-Gi-Oh! Too, from my older days. I've got Hobby Leagues, I've got Ultimate Rares, I've got Retro Pack stuff, I've got Ultra Rares from old-ass sets, even Super Rares. There's freaking Magic Jammer from the original MRD. We got just everything. Then probably the biggest piece of our collection is we have a binder that is full of just ridiculous stuff. Right here we've got 4 different pre-release promos. We got that Japanese Pikachu. Below it is a Red Cheeks Shadowless Pikachu. On the right of that, we got the E3 Pikachu stamp. We've got the complete set of the original Black Star promos. The whole thing start to finish. I didn't take pictures of everything in that binder because holy shit, it would have taken me all night. We've got all that stuff, including, you can see the winter promo cards here as well, like the Dark cards and the Rocket stuff that these cards actually didn't see. Like, we didn't have a Rocket Sneasel that I remember in any set, and I know for a fact I don't remember having Dark Venusaur in any set, so those are really cool cards to find. We've got a complete base set to everything in its near mint. Everything that's been in this binder has sat in the binder as these cards were acquired way back in the beginning of the 21st fucking century, the beginning of the 2000s, as these cards were coming out. My friend and his mother collected the cards. They went into a sleeve, into the binder. You can see there's tape across them, and they've sat there. That is tape from when I was a child. That tape is so old, I guarantee if you were to just peel it off, it would probably disintegrate. Also got a complete set of the Team Rocket set. Almost every card in this is first edition, including that Dragonite, including the Charizard. I think there was 7 cards out of the entire Team Rocket set that's not first edition. Sadly, one of those is a Dark Raichu that's not first edition, but hey, you can get a whole almost complete first edition set, and then you just got to shell out a little extra money to, make it all first ed, and that's pretty good bragging rights in my opinion. We've also got a shit ton of stuff from the e-reader era, that Hoenn era. We've got foils and reverse foils of just all kinds of cards: Swampert, Sceptile, there's Blaziken, there's Aggron, Hariyama. We've even got complete Japanese sets. Got a complete Japanese set of the Team Rocket, of the gym leader sets. Blaine, I don't know why I took a picture of this one. This was just happened to be the first page, the way it was organized, I guess. But we have the complete sets of the gym leader sets in Japanese, complete Japanese Neo set, including that Lugia that is so sought after. I know people prefer the English one, but the Japanese one is still pretty solid too. And why pass up on the whole collection if you can? Then we've got a butt ton of fucking promos. These are Japanese promos that only were available in Japan. The three at the top, the Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, were part of a CD collection from way, way, way back in the 90s. We've got that stuff. We've also got the alternate versions of that Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise that came in their own other promo things. You could just delve into the history, like the old ass cards, and there's just so much stuff that some people didn't even know existed, and we have all of that. And that's just literally just the tip of the iceberg of everything we have. I've got so much more shit. I mean, I'm just like flooded with cards everywhere on every surface in my freaking house almost. We got a shit ton of bulk as well. I want to start offering like bundles and selling stuff as packs and whatever, because I've got a bunch of stuff we didn't show here. I've got a bunch more EXs, GXs, full arts, secret rares, foils, just everything. You can get I'll have all that stuff listed on the stores page, but I mean, if you want to get a pack of whatever, I can just literally sell you a pack and it just have whatever random in it, no duplicates, whatever. If you want something guaranteed, like obviously be guaranteed foils in it. If you want a guaranteed ultra rare like a GX or whatever, if you want a guaranteed full art, there's plenty of bundles and deals that can be worked out with all that. But that was a lot to go over. There's so much more that we have in store for you guys. Like that pun? I know none of you did, but I made it anyways, because that's what I do. And yeah, like I said, we've just got a shit ton of stuff. I've even got more stuff that I've just got to dig out. I've even got cards that are signed by voice actors. I haven't decided what to do with those yet, because I don't really know what the market is for those. I even tried to search for stuff like that on eBay and just couldn't find anything, but I don't really know. I've got stuff signed by MariK's, stuff signed by Pegasus, stuff signed by just other people. So, different cards, different games, all the same flavor. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with it. We'll see. We'll just have to see what I feel like, and if there's any interest in it. Because if there is, then there's potential. If there's not, then, they'll just stay where they're at. But if you made it through to the end of this video, you're awesome. Let me know in the comments that you did, and I appreciate you guys, especially everybody that does shop at the store. Sales all throughout the month of December were insane. Same thing with even January. So it slowed down just a tiny bit, but I assume that's going to all pick back up when tax season coming around and people be looking for cards again. So let us know if there's anything you're interested in. Again, you can hit me up at the store page. Link will be in the description. If you can't get a hold of me there, you can go to the Twitter. I never lost access to my Twitter, even though, whatever. It's because Facebook is its own thing. But with that, we're going to go ahead and get the frig out of here, because I've got so much more stuff to catch up on. And we'll see you guys in the next video.